next up, we have from You Home Interior Design, Andy, who will be sharing with us on how to handle a home renovation during a pandemic. So, without further ado, let's welcome Andy on screen. Once again, guys, if you have any questions, drop them through the Q&A feature in the menu bar below, and let's have Andy.
Hey, hello, hi everyone. Hi,
Hi, good
John.
morning,
Thanks.
Andy.
Morning. Very cool
Yes,
day. Cool
it
morning
is
today.
very cool. Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Shall I start?
Okay, over to you, Andy.
Okay, sure. Thank you. So I will share my screen. Okay. So once again, thanks for being here with us. My name is Andy. I am a design consultant from You Home Interior Design. So in today's event, I'll be sharing you a little bit about tips and advice on how to engage an ID and as well as how to look out for interior design company. And our main topic today is how to deal with the renovation during this pandemic. Okay, so before I start out with the main topic, let me just give you a very brief introduction on our company, You Home Interior Design. Okay, so You Home Interior Design was established since 1999, and so we have a good 21 years of experience in this industry, which made us one of the leading interior design and renovation company in Singapore. So we have a total of 50 experienced designers and project coordinators in total to help you out on the entire renovation process. Okay, so yep, we have 50 designers, and yeah, our specialty is transforming from nothing to outstanding. Okay, so our services actually start from an empty layout plan. So just give us a floor plan and we'll start to do the space planning for you, advise you on how to configure your furnitures, and as well as design proposal where you let us know your themes and concept, and we'll uh, propose with you with all the colors and materials combination. And finally will be your completed projects, which is your dream home. Okay, because in You Home, we create your home. So these are our services. We offer a full range of service before, during, and after your renovation works. So first of all will be the interior design consultancy, which includes all the space planning and also space planning, color materials and proposals, 3D designs before the renovation, and yeah, so that you can visualize your house. Okay, and also we have a full range of renovation works for residential and as well as commercial projects. So during the renovation, we will also help you out on the site coordination and supervision, so we'll make sure all the workers are doing the things as per our discussion. Okay, and followed by all the paperwork we will be settling for you. We will do it for you, so you can just have a peace of mind in doing the renovation. Okay, so these are our services with all our experienced designers. And we are honored to be one of the few interior design firms that is accredited by Case Trust. So in the later topic, I will talk a little bit more about Case Trust. Why is it important to engage in Case Trust accredited company? But the main point here is added protection to customers, trusted and reliable, and assured unbiased resolution. So in later part, I will talk more about this. Okay. Yeah, and these are all our happy owners. So we have thousands of happy owners that engage us to do out their house, and they are happy with it. So yeah, because in You Home, our vision is to create and build your dream home. Okay. Yep. So followed by some of our portfolios. So we have a range of portfolios. So these are our services starts for no matter what type of projects you're having, we are able to do it for you. Okay, so these are new houses. So if you have a new BTO or new condos, yes, we do. Or you just want to add on something, add on some built-in cabinets for more storage maybe, or add on something, we are able to do so too. Or remodeling. Okay, if you want to renovate, redo your kitchen, bathroom, living hall, all this, we are able to do it for you also. Okay, because we make your dream homes come true. Okay, and yeah, we'll be sharing you a little bit on some in-trend concept. So this is mezzanine. So mezzanine has been one of the in-trend thing recently because there is a lot of property that is doing it in high ceiling. So a lot of customers, a lot of homeowners, they actually want to utilize the space. So they actually build out a loft so that they can maximize the space. Okay, and also we have a very unique Victorian style. So these are some of our projects that we did recently. So yeah, this is a very classic, very country style kind of concept. And we also have semi-industrial. Okay, so all the exposed pipings, all the raw materials, but it still creates a very cozy look. Okay, so these are our projects. And yeah, modern timeless, simplicity with mirrors, very clean cut look. And of course, the very cozy resort style Balinese. So yeah, these are part of our project. If you want to know more and look through more of our portfolios, you can always visit our social media, our Facebook, Instagram, or our website to look on more of our portfolios. Okay, so we have many more concepts. So as long as you're sure that you are sure of your concept, we are able to build it out for you. Okay, so yeah, that's all for the introduction for our company. So I'll move on to the main topic today, whereby I'll be sharing with you tips and advice on how to engage an interior designer, and also how to look out for ID companies. And most important, most concerned topic for now is how to deal with the pandemic. So how do we do the renovation during this pandemic? Okay. So first of all, how to engage an ID. Okay, so we have to know that design and renovation process usually takes up at least 1 to 2 months at least. Okay, so in this period of time, you'll be meeting your ID very often. So communication becomes a very important element in this entire process. Yeah, and so you should also engage an ID which you are able to trust. So from the discussion, you're able to tell like this ID, is it honest or not, is it reliable or not. So when they give you an advice, you are able to accept and take their advice. Okay, and also you need to have some chemistry between the designer and homeowners, because so that the communication becomes easier, and your ID will be understand you more easily, so that it will not go wrong. Okay, and last but not least will be getting an interior designer that is experienced. Okay, because for this entire process, it requires a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience, and as well as regulations, like regulations from HDB, BCA, and so on. So this experienced designer will actually help you out and let you know what are the things that can be done, what are the things that is not going to happen. So from there, we are able to shut out the time for the discussion period and move forward. Okay, so these are the criteria of engaging a good interior designer to renovate your future house. Okay, and next we will move on to how to look out for interior design company. Okay, so for homeowners, usually when you get your keys or you start to plan for your renovation, the first thing you'll do is to go to different IDs to get a quotation, definitely, right? To talk to them and get a quotation. Okay, but out of so many companies, how should we actually look into it? What are the things that we should take note when making our decision in engaging an interior design firm? So I'm here to share with you a little bit tips. So yeah. Okay, so we understand that usually homeowners, once they talk to all the IDs, they'll get a few quotations, right? So the first consideration they will usually make is on the price. So first of all, they will see the price, which one is the cheapest. Okay, so this is completely no wrong. I would say this is very normal, because we all want to get the best deal out of everything. Okay, but one thing we need to know is that renovation is unlike buying groceries. So renovation is not a thing that we can just take and go. Okay, because in this entire process, it requires a lot of discussion, a lot of communication before we see the actual things. Okay, so communication and all these are so-called service, I would say. Okay, so there's a lot of, so it's not just the physical thing, but also the service that we are providing. So on top of the price, homeowners should always look to do some research on the ID firm itself. So do some research online, do some check with their reviews and credibility to make sure that this company is worth engaging. Okay, so for reviews, there's a lot of portal that you're able to look through the reviews, and yeah, reviews are usually from previous homeowners, comments there are comments to this company. So from reviews, it's actually very clear that whether this company are they going to deliver a good job or not. Okay, so do your research, do your homework on their credibility and review. And for HDB flat owner, please make sure that your company, the company that you're going to engage, is HDB licensed. Okay, because we do not want things to go illegal. So getting a HDB licensed company will definitely will not be wrong. Okay, and next will be case trust accreditation. Okay, so why is case trust accreditation so important in, especially in ID firm? Okay, so let me just tell you what is case trust. So for all the case trust accredited company, they will need to go through a yearly auditing on their projects. Okay, so their purpose is to ensure and maintain a good business practice among all these companies. So case trust is like a third party that does the quality control for all homeowners. So they shortlist all these companies and tell you, okay, these companies are reliable ones. So your job is to just pick up from all these companies, selected ones. Okay, and so that usually for all these case trust accredited company, their contract will be more fair and more transparent. So you will not have all these hidden costs or the gimmicks that we do not want to happen. Okay, because in renovation, it's not a small amount. So on top of the price, these are the things that we need to look into. Okay, and especially during this pandemic, case trust accredited company is even more important to secure you as a homeowner. So it's beneficial for homeowners because for all the case trust accredited company, when you pay the deposit to secure your contract, yeah, they will require to provide you with a performance bond. Okay, so this is the performance bond. So for all the companies that is under case trust, they will need to provide you with this. Okay, so this is because we know that in this situation, there's a lot of company having some issues, some problems, some crisis. Okay, so we might be very afraid of the deposit, whether the deposit is it secure or not. Okay, so for all these company, they have this performance bond to secure all your deposit paid. So in case anything happened to your company, to the company that you engage, you are able to get 100% refund. Okay, so this is 100% deposit money back guaranteed by case trust. So this is very beneficial for all homeowners so that you can renovate your house in a peace of mind. Okay, so talking about pandemic, there's some of the points that we'd like to share with all homeowners. So yeah, first of all, pre-plan ahead for your renovation. Okay, so for this period, our main issue that we are facing now is the shortage of manpower because many of our workers are stuck in Malaysia during the circuit breaker. Okay, so as a homeowner, we should start doing pre-planning your renovation if you know that you are going to get your keys in 6 months soon. So this is the time now to start looking out for ID companies, talk to your IDs, and start doing your comparison and start to make decision. Okay, and once you've done your decision, make a decision on engaging your preferred ID, it's the ID job to start doing their design and as well as pre-plan all the schedule for the workers so we can book in advance all the workers so that by the time you collect your keys, the workers are ready to renovate your house. Okay, so this is very important. Don't do last minute things. Okay, and next will be giving us sufficient time for renovation. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so before you engage, you can actually ask your ID whether are they able to deliver on time or not. So you can tell them, okay, I'm going to collect my key during this time, and I need my house to be ready by this time. So are you able to deliver or not? Okay, so ask your ID whether are they able to complete your project. Okay, but also give us sufficient time so that we can expect some delays. Okay, so give us more time in this period. Give us more time to do up the project so that because in this period there is going to be unexpected things, and it did happen. So yeah, so we have to be prepared for unexpected things, events that that is going to happen during this period. So I would say give us enough time so that if really there's some issues, we can resolve it very soon and will not affect your moving in. Okay, so these are some of the tips for during the home renovation during the pandemic. Okay, yeah. So yes, I'm done with my sharing today. But yeah, hi John.
Yes, hi, 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 hi,
Yeah,
hi. Yeah, okay, very informative. Thank you, Andy. Right,
yeah.
we have a couple of questions here for you. So I think pertaining to what you just mentioned, because right now we are also in
Mm,
extraordinary times. It's a different time than normal now. So I think work
okay.
that needs to be done, reno and all that might take a bit more time than necessary. A bit not necessary than usual.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Haley wants to know how much time is sufficient? How much extra time would you say that is
Mm,
required to complete like a particular project that maybe
okay.
takes maybe for instance like a 4 month project normally? How much time should we cater for?
Okay. Maybe I just share my screen back. So I actually have a table.
Mm,
Yeah, I'll share my screen again.
perfect.
Okay, so here I actually have a time frame for. Okay, yeah, okay. So this is the guideline for the renovation time frame that we suggest. So for new houses like BTO or new condos, the expected times is usually 4 weeks to 6 weeks, but it also depends on the amount of work that you want to do. Okay, if there's more carpentry, more things to be done, more hacking works, then definitely it will be more. But usually it's around 4 to 6 weeks time. And for resale houses like HDB or resale condo, the time frame should be usually 6 to 8 weeks time. Yeah, so this is the estimated guidelines for renovation. This is just
Mm,
for renovation itself, but it's excluding all the discussion, all the material selections. Yeah,
mm.
yeah. Am I
Okay.
answered? Yeah.
Yep. So Andy, you have some promotions for us as well.
Yes. Okay. So I'll share more because UHome is celebrating our 21st year anniversary soon. So we are also having some promotions for all homeowners. So I'm going to share here. Okay, so first of all will be our all-wow hot sale package for resale HDB, kitchen, and 2 bathroom. So for owners that you want to redo your kitchen and bathroom, so this is the package you can look into. So we'll be redoing, we'll hack and redo all the tiling works for kitchen and bathroom, and as well as your kitchen cabinet. So this package itself is 19,888, so it's a very attractive price. And on top of this, we are also providing 2 sets of American Standard toilet bowls. So this is a branded toilet bowls, and we are giving out for free. Okay, so this is one of the promotion. And next will be a promotion on quartz tabletop, because quartz is now most durable materials for tabletop, for kitchen countertops especially. So we are giving out this promotion as well. So this is a 10 feet quartz tabletop in only $480. Okay, so quartz is highly resistant in heat, stain, and scratches, and also anti-chip and antibacterial. So this one, for this particular promotion, you are able to save up to 60%. Okay, so next will be a free gift. Okay, so we're giving out this full kitchenware set, includes the kitchen hob and hood, and as well as the kitchen sink and the tap. Okay, so the hood and hob is by a brand called Renai. It's a well-known brand. It's a #1 Japan brand. And for kitchen sink and tap, we have this Grohe tap. So Grohe tap is also a German brand. It's a branded brand. Okay, but we are giving out for this four items in free. Okay, for this promotion, for this anniversary promotion. And next, this is very important for all homeowners, I guess, because we are giving out this promotion for System 3 aircon by a brand Mitsubishi Heavy Industries at only 1,680. And this is including installation. So yeah, and it's an inverter aircon, so it's a 5-tick inverter, so it's very energy saving. You can save a lot of electricity bill. Okay, and next will be rain shower. Okay, so we have the brand of Grohe. It's either 2 sets of hand shower, or if you want to opt for a more luxurious kind of feel, you can opt for this rain shower, also by the brand of Grohe. Okay, so it's either 2 sets of hand showers or 1 set of rain shower. Okay, yeah. So these are the promotions that we are having now. In fact, we have more. We have more deals that we are providing for homeowners. So if you are interested, in a later time, come to our chat room to talk to our designers and consultants so that you can know more offers that we are able to provide. Okay, and last but not least, we are one-stop interior design renovation service company, and we have a total of 2 showrooms. Our main office is at the east side, which is at UB1, and we have also another branch office at the west, which is Jurong East IMM. Yeah, so that's all. Thank you.
Mm. Thanks for your presentation, Andy.
Thank you.
Very informative. I think it's important that the Case Trust accreditation is a really important benchmark for most
Yes.
interior design companies. Very happy
Yes.
to know that you guys are very full enforce
Mm.
right for
Yep.
that one, right? So I think guys, if you have a consultation with you home, right, you can be rest assured that you will be getting what you pay for instead of not getting anything for what you paid for, because we have also heard horror stories of people who have paid down deposits and then they run away and this and that,
Yes.
that,
So
right?
case trust is
But
actually one thing to secure.
yes, your deposit is guaranteed.
Yep. Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, we have quite a few questions, Andy.
Yes.
So okay,
Okay.
let me just point out some of the key ones over here. Um, I think this one is quite an interesting one. Michelle would like to know: is it normal to do top ups after the amount has been agreed and the contract is signed?
Okay, so for this question, yeah, Michelle. So usually if let's say we are pre-planning our renovation, so meaning that we have not seen the actual we have not seen the actual place yet. So our discussion is all based on the floor plan itself. So I would say usually if there is any top ups, it's mainly because of on-site issues. So maybe there are some things that we undersee during the discussion. So when we actually see the unit, we can see, oh yeah, there's something that we miss out, or especially for resale houses, there will be a lot of top ups because some of the condition might not be good as what we see when you purchase the property.
Mm,
Okay, which means maybe you think that hey, everything is fine, but when you really look into it, oh, the doors are not good, the windows need to change. So these are the things that will affect the price after the contract. Yeah.
right. So the answer will be subjective.
Subjective, yes. For
Subjective.
BTO, usually, because BTOs are quite standard, or new
Mm,
condos usually is more standard, so we don't really have a lot of this kind of issue. But for resale houses, usually there might be a little bit of additional after
mm,
we have seen the actual site.
mm, 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 mm.
Yep.
Samantha wants to know, is the design layout look given at the quotation stage or only after confirmation?
The design layout look given at quotation stage. Yes, we will be providing a space planning. That means a floor plan with furniture placement. So this is a part of design also. So it's a space planning during the quotation itself.
Mm,
Okay, so we will tell you how's the flow of the entire, but the 3D drawings will be after that. So we will discuss on, we have to settle all the design space planning first, then we move on to the design stage where all the 3D drawings come to, and with together with all the materials and colors
mm,
proposals.
I see, I see.
Mm,
Okay. Okay. May is asking, with the COVID
mm.
situation, do you expect the rental cost to be higher than normal due to shortage of manpower, etc., or do you expect the prices to slash in the near future?
Okay, I think a lot of homeowners are very concerned about this because we do heard news saying that renovation costs will be increased. Okay, but out of the market for our company itself, because mainly most of our workers and workshops are in-house. So meaning to say we are able to control the costing. So for now we are not planning to increase the price yet. Okay,
Mm,
because we have our own workers for tilings, and we have painters, and we even have our own workshop in Singapore, our
mm,
carpentry
mm, mm.
workshop. So meaning, yeah, we are able to control the price still.
Mm-mm. So I think May, for your question, I think our friends over at You Home, very everything is in house, right? So you have full
Yes,
control of cost and labor and everything like that. I think there
yes,
are
yes.
a number of ID companies as well who
Yep.
have their staff is not local, so
Mm,
it might be a bit difficult for logistically to maintain same prices, right? But I think
yes,
for
correct.
you home, because everything is in house, you have your own everything, right? So it's
Yep.
easy to have control over that, lah.
Yes.
Okay, right. Okay, Nicole asks, material and labor costs, are we expecting any increment? I think you just answered that, lah, right? I
Yep.
think you have more or less good
Yes.
control of these variables as well.
Yes.
Okay, Kelvin has an interesting question here, but maybe let's reserve that for the Zoom room.
Mm,
Right, so guys, do remember that Andy will be in the U Home interior design Zoom room from 12 p.m. onwards, right? So after the webinars, do head on over to their rooms, get your more personalized quotation, or just have a chat with them about your plans and all that as well. Okay, quite a few more questions here, Andy. So let me
okay.
just take a quick look. Um, Okay, this is interesting. Yes. You just we are looking at the same question now,
Yep.
right? Agnes asks, thanks for sharing your guide to choosing an ID. Does that mean that an ID who is not HDB licensed and Case Trust accredited is not as reliable as those who are accredited?
Okay, this is a very interesting question. Yeah.
Mm,
Okay. I would not say that those companies without all this accreditation is not reliable. But I would say that all the companies that are accredited by these authorities are very reliable.
mm,
You get what I mean? So
yeah.
yeah, because especially during this period, do not want to take any risk anymore.
Mm,
Yep. So why should we take the risks, especially during this pandemic issue? So it's good that we can go through to these companies that is accredited by Case Trust. At least our deposit is secured. We have someone there to do the quality control. So yeah, it's guaranteed. And for Case Trust, actually, they also do a mediation. So if in any case where you have any arguments or anything, so Case Trust will help us to do the mediation as well. So there's a
mm,
third party to actually help us on mediation to yeah to determine who is wrong, who is right.
yeah.
Yeah, so there's one thing good about case trust as well.
Mm,
Yeah, and
okay,
for
that's
HDB license, I believe, sorry,
yeah.
HDB license for if you are getting a HDB flat, definitely you need to have a company that is HDB license. If not,
Mm,
else it will be illegal.
mm.
Yeah,
Okay, so there's a lot of protection for the for both parties,
for
for the
yes, correct.
interior designers as well as the
As for the
homeowners.
homeowners, yes.
Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, Leon is asking, hi Andy, for resale HDB flats which have yet to go through HIP, will this affect the renovation process, and is it possible for homeowners to skip the toilet upgrading during HIP then?
Skip the toilet upgrading. Okay, if usually when HIP for your estate starts, they will actually come to your house and to let you know that there is a HIP going on. So if you opt not to go under the HIP, what they need to do is they will do a water test, a waterproof test. So as long as the waterproof for your toilets are okay, are not affecting, then you are able to skip the HIP. So some of
Mm,
the owners, because HIPs, their toilets are usually the tiling, all these are very standard. So they want to have their own design. So what they do is they renovate before the HIP. So
mm,
when the officer come over to do the water test, then usually from us when we do the after we do the new tilings, then the waterproof will be redoing also. So yeah, usually the water test is going to pass, so you can actually skip the HIP.
okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So let's see. Okay. I think this one is a very personal question, right? So
Mm.
Haley, wants to know, how much estimated additional time should we cater for delays realistically, looking at the COVID situation now? Because Haley and her partner are currently renting a house, and they will need to have, a more or less quite accurate estimation, on a rental extension on their side.
Okay, so
Mm,
yeah, it's actually the same question just now. So I've shared with all homeowners that the time frame. So for new houses will be 4 to 6 weeks, and for resale is usually 6 to 8 weeks. So this is a very standard guideline. but also depending on the amount of work that you want to do. But yeah, so for this time frame that I mentioned just now, it's provided all the details and all the design has been confirmed and finalized before the renovation starts. Okay,
Mm.
so yeah, so my answer for this is still don't do last minute things, pre-plan your renovation, so get all
Mm.
the details and things secured and finalized, so when you
Mm.
collect your key we can start to do the renovation, so it reduces the time. Yeah, because I'm not
Mm.
sure whether Haley is having a resale or a new BTO.
Yep.
Yeah, but
So Haley, I
always
think
but before
Haley,
that, you can always ask your ID ahead, like okay, how much time I need. So they are able to tell you more detail according to the discussion after the discussion, so that we know the exact amount of works and we are able to answer you more accurately.
mm. Or Haley, just hop into Andy's Zoom room in just about an hour's time, right? And
Yes,
I think you
yes.
can have a better, accurate description lah. Jasmine is asking, what are some of the things we should factor in when we are looking at renovating a resale flat that we plan to buy? We are wondering what to put into the budget.
Okay, for resale flat, we first of all we need to know how old is the flat. So if it's more than 20 years, definitely there's a lot of things might not be in a good condition. So
Mm.
the most common thing that we overlook is actually on the electrical. So
Mm.
for usually for units that's more than 20 years, we will always suggest owners to do a rewiring. So that's the major cost for the one of the major costs for renovation for resale flats. And
Mm.
second would be on tiling. So if the tiling is all original and it's already 20 years old, so it depends on the condition as well. So some of the tiles are starting to get hollow. So if that happen, then we need to factor in the cost to redo the tilings so that it will not have any popping up issue when you stay in.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, and third,
Yep.
I would say is the wall condition. Because some of the old flats, their walls might be uneven and the hollow blocks are starting to appear. So if we cannot accept that, then we have to do a plastering for whole house. Yeah, so that will be one of the major costs as well. So these are the
Mm.
things we should look into it, even when we are looking on properties.
Mm.
So all these are
Okay.
important as well.
Yes. Thanks, Jasmine, for your question. I feel like I'm very close to this question as well because when
Uh-huh.
I did the reno for my own home, my place is a 20-year-old, about just over 20 years old, right?
Okay.
Yeah, an executive apartment lah. And yeah, I had to do full rewiring. Uh, and for the
Yes.
tiling, because it's been overlaid twice, so we had to hack
Uh,
the whole thing, the whole house, and it gets a bit costly lah. So I think
yes.
on a case by case basis, Jasmine, depending on really the condition of your place and could you live in a place that currently like that, or you want to make minor changes, or is it like
True.
yeah, of total overhaul, then it will factor in as well lah. Okay, thanks,
Yes.
Jasmine, for your question. Okay, I think we have time for a couple more questions here. mm, okay. Okay. Isabel Ang, thanks for your question. It says for BTO 4-room flats, right? As we know, the new flats are significantly smaller in area
Mm.
compared to the older flats, right? The size area is really small. Do you suggest hacking of walls, and will it affect the resale value?
Okay. For this, first of all, we need to understand more on your requirements and what are the things that you require. So, first of all, we need to know your family members and what are the future plans for your family. So, if one of the room is not in use or it will not be in use for in a few years' time, maybe 5 or 6 years' time. So, yes, of course, we can hack it down to make the living hall looks bigger. So in terms of resale value, I don't think it's a very big issue because uh yeah, people that likes the house will buy the house.
Mm,
Yeah. So it's
right.
the resale value is not a very big problem.
Mm.
Yes. Unless you do something that is illegal, then before you sell the house, definitely you need to do it back. Yeah.
Okay, so therefore, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right, Isabel? Yes. So
Yes.
if you plan to sell, and then the next person that comes to view your place has the same vision as you, and
Yes.
sees the same beauty as you do, right? No problem. Resale value is not an issue here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, Andy, we have plenty of questions, right?
Yeah.
And everybody wants a piece of you, right? So guys, we don't have so much time, right, to have Andy answer all your questions on screen right now. But what you can do is Andy will and his team, right, will be answering your questions via chat right now, right? So Andy, your team and yourself, you guys can answer manually
Sure.
via the
I'll
type
answer.
answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
One by one.
And also, if you want to find out more about how Andy and his team can work for you to achieve your dream home, because that's your slogan, right? Your motto is
Yes.
we make your
Create your dream home.
recreate your dream home.
Yeah.
Yes, do head over to their Zoom room, right, at 12 p.m., right? And they'll be open, ready to answer your questions as well. Andy,
Mm.
thank you so
Yeah.
very much
Thank you, John.